All right, what up? What's popping? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. I was like, let me hit this button early so we can get this shit cracking. What's good? So today, man, I like when I get some of these things from the internet. Cause shout out to my dudes on Instagram. I don't know if you want to mention his name again, but if you want me to shout out your name, just let me know, tell me you want me to shout it out. You feel what I'm saying when I'm doing these things? But this guy hit me up on Instagram and he sent me a video, you feel what I'm saying, of this dude on TikTok who was, just out here simping heavy and just like being very thirsty. I was like, God damn. You know what I mean? A shout out to everybody in the chat. OG Hot Rod, Unique 79 in the building was good. Keith Joe, Demon Lord was popping. True Savage was going on. Rain was popping. Man, I had to do this. I saw this in the inbox and I was like, shit, I gotta get this shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? So let's first of all, let's just get this shit out the way. Let's just do what we need to do first.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Cujo, you'd be 6'8", have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo-boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, and I'm back. Listen, guys, yo, I'm telling you, the fucking game today's show is going to be so heavy because this is a lesson. And to the guy that I'm going to be showing on this video, right? This is not again, I'm not making fun of this guy because, we all make mistakes and we're not well versed in the game. But this is why the game is so important. This is why the game is real, because if you're not really about this game, you're going to get your time wasted. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to be angry. And then you're going to be on YouTube making up fucking, like a bunch of like MGTOW type videos. And you're going to call yourself Red Pill so-and-so. And it's just going to be, too much. And I don't want that type of lifestyle for you motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? So one of our people sent me this video. on from TikTok, right? And actually the guy did 2 videos. And TikTok do little quick 60-second videos. And basically what happened is that the guy was, being a little thirsty, and you'll see later, and he basically wasted a lot of time, and he wanted to meet up with this girl that he's been talking to for a while. And she basically stood him up, played him, and all this other stuff, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the video. And it's from a dude. I can't remember this guy's actual. Let me see if I can find again his TikTok handle. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find the TikTok handle so I could, give him the proper credit. So I think his TikTok handle is at TLJ Trains. So his name is Tyler Lee Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So if you go to TikTok, you can watch his stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to, play this joint real quick. And I want you guys to notice some things. And then I'm going to get into the actual text messages that he sent to the girl back and forth. We're going to read those and go through those, and then also talk about, this whole thing and talk about what happened. But let's just watch this real quick.
Be honest with me. What is the real reason why you're single right now?
Simple. It's because people don't respect your time. I literally just drove an hour away from my house to come see a girl that I've been talking to for a good 2 weeks. We've FaceTimed, called, texted a bunch. We connect really well. And I drive out here to come see her after yesterday. She bailed on me yesterday because of work. And I come out tonight anyways. And nothing. Doesn't say anything. I drove an hour for nothing.
All right, now let me explain what's crazy about this shit right here. First, when you first watch the video, there was a girl at the beginning, because in TikTok, the way it works, for those who don't know, is that, people ask questions and then you can respond to the questions. So her question was, why do you think you're single right now? So he's basically saying, I'm single because this girl stood me up. So, it's just like, bro, you're already in the frame of mind of boyfriend and girlfriend with some random chick you just been talking to and didn't even meet. You understand? But what I want you to notice also is that he said he's been going back and forth talking to this chick for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You understand what I'm saying? And he said he drove an hour out to see this chick. You feel what I'm saying? And then shit ain't pop off. But I'm going to play it one more time just so you guys can see this. One more time.
Be honest with me. What is the real reason why you're single right now?
Simple. It's because people don't respect your time. I literally just drove an hour away from my house to come see a girl that I've been talking to for a good 2 weeks. We've FaceTimed, called, texted a bunch. We connect really well. And I drive out here to come see her after yesterday. She bailed on me yesterday because of work. And I come out tonight anyways. And nothing. Doesn't say anything. I drove an hour for nothing.
Now, guys, what I'm going to show you now, I'm going to show you the part 2 to this, because he did a part 2. And he's basically talking about, what happened, and he's flashing some screenshots. Now, he's going to flash them real quick, but after I play this, I'm going to show you the screenshots, and I'm going to read through these so you can actually see what happened. But I want you to notice, what he's saying. Right? I'm going to show the screenshots after we watch the video, and then I'm going to go back to what he's saying so you can see his perspective and all this other stuff. But here's his part 2.
All right, guys, per your request, here's a much desired part 2. I'll try not to make a part 3, so I'll make this quick. I'm going to show you guys some messages of how I got stood up after I drove an hour out to see somebody for a date. So here's the messages. You might have to pause as you go through. So basically what happened was she bailed on me on Thursday, yesterday, because she had to work, which I was totally cool with, wasn't worried about it at all. We then made plans for tonight in the morning, and then she didn't text me back all day, so I was thinking about bailing on her because I thought she was going to bail on me again. And then she called me apologizing and saying how she's sorry and wishing we could still have our plans. And so I still went and met up with her. And then I got there and nothing. And those were her responses. Like, dude, if you just wanted to fucking cancel, just.
Guys, listen, see, I want you to notice and pay attention. And shout out to everybody in the chat. This guy needs to get on the goddamn Bad Boy membership. You feel me? But what I want y'all to notice is that, you know, he's making it seem as if, right, that, you know, he, you know, she said, hey, come through and, or yeah, we're going to get together and do this. And then he showed up and she just kind of was like, just didn't show up, right? But what I'm going to do is we're going to see those screenshots. We're going to see those screenshots that he put up right now. The screenshots might be small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up, but I'm going to read through the screenshots so that you guys can see what's actually going on here. So let me put up the first screenshot. So this is the first screenshot of the conversation, right? So I'm going to read this and I'm going to show you what's happening here. Okay. So I'm going to read through this whole thing and I'm going to show you what's happening. He's in the blue and she's in the gray, right? So he says, so I should be good for tomorrow or Saturday. It's up to you. Okay. So far, hold on. So far, he's fucking up. So far, he's fucking up. He said, it's up to you, right? So far he's already fucking up. And no, this is staying on YouTube. It's not going to Patreon, but let's continue, right? So he says, so I should be good for tomorrow or Saturday. It's up to you. Then she says, yay, good morning, happy Friday, right? Then he says, so tonight? So he's asking her, are we doing this tonight? She says, works for me. What should we do? Right? Then he says, it's kind of up to you. I'll drive out. You decide. We can grab dinner. If there's any places open, then walk to the beach and talk, or we can stay in at your place and I can cook dinner for you, then wine and a movie night. If we do that, I won't be staying, or something completely different. My fucking God. So again, this motherfucker, he keeps saying, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. You decide. Look, guys, if you have indecisive behavior, if you're not definite about what you're trying to do, the girl is going to look at you like you're goofy. So as this is going on, she's looking at this guy like he's a cornball and she's becoming less and less attracted to him. What you guys have to understand is this, is that a woman is going to base her attraction to you a lot off of behavior. Your behavior can make or break how much she's attracted to you. You guys have to understand this. You understand? You got to understand this shit. But let's go back to the joint. So then he says, hey, look, maybe another night is best. I'm not a fan of plans that are up in the air till last minute. I'm not upset, just am going to hang with some friends tonight instead, since we have no set plan. If you want my time in the future, let me know and I'll be happy to see you if you know when you have time free. So see, again, this guy, what he's doing is he's trying to put the leadership in the hands of the woman, because he's like, well, we don't have a set plan. The reason why they don't have a set plan is because he's not setting the fucking plan. You understand what I'm saying? He's not setting the plan. But then he says we have no set plan. Of course you have no set plan because you're not setting the plan, but he's expecting the woman to set the plan. See, he's fucking up all over the place. Now let's continue. Now this is what she replies in the gray. You understand? She says, "Aw, Tyler, shoot, I'm so sorry. Today was so insane. I'm logging off work now and was planning to text you back. Literally didn't even get a lunch break, leaving the house for the first time today. I was really looking forward to seeing you tonight, but I understand it wasn't on purpose. I'm sorry. We can do tomorrow or Sunday if you're up for it. I apologize." Listen, guys. See, the fact that she's even having this long drawn out conversation with him, talking about, oh, this thing happened at work and this was going on. That means that this guy, he was talking to her too much. You understand what I'm saying? He was on too much bullshit where he was going back and forth with her way too much. You understand? Because remember, check out what he said in the beginning. Check this out.
Be honest with me. What is the real reason why you're single right now?
Simple. It's because people don't respect your time. I literally just drove an hour away from my house to come see a girl that I've been talking to for a good 2 weeks. We've FaceTime.
You see that? He said, I've been talking to this girl for a good 2 weeks. See, this is what happened when you go back and forth with women. Women think that, oh, well, yeah, let's have these conversations. Let's go back and forth. I can tell you about all my problems and my day and all of this. All he needed to do was hit her up, set up a time for them to meet. And then when she confirms that, then they go meet. That's it. You understand? That's it. But he was talking to her for 2 weeks. Right now, let's go to the next screenshot real quick. Hold on. Let me get this shit up for myself so I can see it. So we're gonna go to the next screenshot of what was going on. Let me put this on the screen real quick. Where's the second screenshot? Okay, so this is screenshot number 2. So then she says all that bullshit. Then he says, I totally understand. And again, I'm not upset. I just appreciate a plan, especially when it's the first couple of times I'm going to hang with someone. I'm all for spontaneous plans and playing it by ear, but that's the kind of vibes that come with time, you know? Right. And then she says, I totally get that. And I understand. I would vent about work today to you, but probably don't want to hear it. Our entire compensation plan is changing for the entire company. So hold on, let me stop right there. Let's stop right there for a second. I'm going to be hitting this button a lot. Let's stop right there for a second. You see all these goddamn paragraphs? You see all this back and forth? He's like, hey, I'm not upset, but this and this and that, going all this back and forth. And then she says, look, I don't want to bore you with, the stuff that's going on in my life and my job. And then she proceeds to talk about the bullshit happening at her job. See, he's getting this type of energy and this type of conversation because he's the one that started this by talking to her for 2 weeks instead of just setting a date and then meeting her. You feel what I'm saying? But let's go back to the screenshot. I'll go back to what she was saying. She's like, I totally get that and understand. I would vent about work today to you, but probably don't want to hear it. Our entire compensation plan is changing for the entire company, so it was just a lot today. I had a plan in my head and thought dinner, wine, and movie was a perfect Friday night plan. I apologize again and totally get where you're coming from. It's also a lot just trying to date during COVID and having someone come over for the first time meeting instead of meeting out, but I was totally up for it and would love to see you in person ASAP. And then he says, I'm about to be on my way out to the gym. Can I call you in 5 to 10 minutes? And then she says, of course. This nigga here. Yo, I'm getting tired of reading her shit and his shit. After all of this, he's like, can I call you in 5 or 10? What do we need to talk about? All that needs to be said is, when are you free? Or, I'm free this day. Then y'all set up a time. You set up a time for her to meet you. She agrees to meet you at the time and place. And then y'all meet. It's that fucking simple. What's all this back and forth? You understand what I'm saying? All this back and forth. Now let's continue with this shit. So then he says, okay, but I'm still coming out either way, right? Just making sure. And then she says, yes, sir. And he says, okay, getting ready now. And then she says, cool, right? Then he says, call me, currently on my way, but gonna need an address. And then she says, wait, sorry, talking with my roommate. I'll call you in a sec. And then he says, Then he puts up a little emoji face and he says, I'm getting really bad vibes now. Oh my Jesus. So he's showing all this emotion. He's being extremely reactive to the shit she's. I'm getting these really bad vibes now from you. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, guys, I'm telling y'all, man. This is why the game is important, because if you don't understand this, women will fucking take advantage of you, play you, do all this other shit. Again, it's not the chick's fault. It's his fault. See, let me tell you guys something. This shit is fun for a woman. All this attention he's giving her, she's loving it. She's soaking it in. She's soaking it in. She's loving the attention. You understand? So this girl right now, she's not wasting her time. He's wasting his time, because for her, this is time well spent for this woman. Understand this. This right here is time well spent. Understand that. Richard Mulling said, I'll buy him the membership. Do it. Shit, fuck it. Do it. Because
Just
he
do
need
it.
it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just like, God damn. But yeah, it's crazy. Right? So now he says, I'm getting all these bad vibes and all this other shit. Now, let's go on to the third and final part of the text. This is where he gets exposed for being on some bullshit. Let's go. Let me open it up for myself first real quick so I could read this. Let me open up this joint. This is where it gets ridiculous. Let's go to the third one. So, third screenshot. So he says, I'm getting these really bad vibes right now. She says, don't do that. I'm just catching the vibe here. Sorry, cutie. And then he says, I'm like 10 minutes from your city. Have no idea where I'm going. You said you'd call me back in a sec, but it's been like 30 to 40 minutes. And then she says, so sorry. Then she says, are you in, player? Just trying to read the room. And then he says, I'm so confused on what you want me to do. And then she says, I don't know what this says. She says, his man isn't coming over for another 15 minutes. She says, where are you? I'm in PV or something. Then he says, yes, I'm literally at the beach because I don't have an address or plan. So listen, guys, we ain't even done with this yet. We ain't even done with this yet, but I got to stop it for a second. So basically what happened is this guy started to actually, he started going. He was on his way before he actually even had a fucking address. He said, I'm at the beach right now chilling. So he's like buying time and he's like, on his way. And he doesn't even have an address. This is what I'm saying, where he's being extremely thirsty. And all this time, her fucking attraction for him is lowering and lowering. She's not feeling this nigga. You understand what I'm saying? She's not feeling this dude at all. Right? But let's continue with this shit, because it just gets better. It gets better. Right? So then, I guess she gives him some like a apartment complex number or whatever, or place. And he says, I've literally been sitting in what I think is your parking garage for 15 minutes. So she gives him an address, right? So if you see up there with the red squiggly line, that's part of the address. And then he says, I've literally been sitting in what I think is your parking garage for 15 minutes. And then he says, I'm about to leave, right? And then I guess there was a phone call in between that. And then he says, wow, so you literally just had me drive out here for nothing, right? So basically, I think what happened was that this girl, she gave him an address to like a building or like a apartment complex or whatever. And then she calls him, I guess, while he's there and sort of like, hey, I can't, she probably told him that I can't make it, I can't come down or whatever, or some weird shit. So he's basically saying, yo, he's like, listen, I literally just drove out here for nothing, right? And then let's continue this. She says, I gave you my address, babe. And then he says, which is an apartment complex. So how would I find your specific apartment? I called you like 5 times. This is really messed up. This nigga. Shout out to Steve the Dean in the building. So basically, this is what happened with this guy. The girl, she wasn't feeling him, right? Because he was giving all this attention. He was being super thirsty, right? And he was super eager to meet him and meet her. And he was showing that he wasn't masculine by saying, hey, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. We can do this, we can do that. Right? So she's like, you know what? I'm going to use this guy for his attention. I like the fact that he's giving me all this attention. Right? And then he's like, so are we going to meet up tonight? Can we meet up tonight? And she's like, yeah, sure. Why not? And then he's like, cool, I'm going to be on my way. Just send me the address. She doesn't send him the address, but he's like, I'm already on my way. So now that he's on his way, she's like, all right, cool. Here's the address to the location, but I'm not really telling you where I'm actually at the location. I'm not telling you the door number. I'm not telling you the building, nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude, TOP Cast in the building. What's popping, bro? Make sure I get the likes up. So now, I guess what happens is she calls and then probably said, we don't know what happened in the call, but I'm sure she was like, oh, something came up or whatever it was like that. And then he's basically like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I'm here. I done called you 5 times. You're not answering your phone. You understand? Now, at first, I thought that maybe this was on some catfish shit, but I remember at the beginning he said that they FaceTime. So he saw her, he saw who it was. So it wasn't a catfish shit, right? But what happened is that he got there and she was probably sitting there giggling with her friends. Now, what I want to do is I want to play again part 2 of what he said so that you can see the difference between what happened in the text messages and what he was saying in his video response. You feel what I'm saying? I want to play that again real quick. So let me play that again real quick so you can see what he said.
All right, guys, per your request, here's a much desired part 2. I'll try not to make a part 3. So I'll make this quick. I'm going to show you guys some messages of how I got stood up after I drove an hour out to see somebody for a date. So here's the messages. You might have to pause it to go through. So basically what happened was she bailed on me on Thursday, yesterday, because she had to work, which I was totally cool with, wasn't worried about it at all. We then made plans for tonight in the morning, and then she didn't text me back all day, so I was thinking about bailing on her because I thought she was going to bail on me again. And then she called me apologizing and saying how she's sorry and wishing we could still have our plans, and so I still went and met up with her, and then I got there and nothing, and those were her responses. Like, dude, if you just wanted to fucking cancel, just...
See, notice he didn't say, or he left out the fact that he was on his way without an actual address. You understand? He didn't say any of that. He didn't mention that he didn't get a specific address to where he can see her before he went to go see her. You understand? So if you're going to see a chick and you're on your way to see her and she didn't give you an actual fucking address to come see her, and you're on your way to just be in the area, thirstiness, you understand what I'm saying? So thirstiness. And see, I'm telling you, he needs to chill because he gonna start sounding like this.
I would never cry over another female again, yo.
That's gonna be him in a minute.
Yo, you out there doing what you doing, bro. I never talk to no bitches, bro. I didn't fuck nobody.
That's
I never
gonna be
went on a
him
date with nobody.
in a minute.
What you doing right now, yo? This shit fucking hurt me, bro. Cause I never went out with another female, bro.
See that? I'm telling you, that's gonna be that nigga so upset, feeling all busted and dusted, you know, because listen, you guys have to understand this game, because remember, chicks will do this. It's nothing for a chick to sit there and fucking, you know, take up time. Remember, he was talking to her for 2 weeks, going back and forth. She's going back and forth, telling about all this shit happening at her job. Oh, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Women will use you for that shit. Just like you will use a woman for just hooking up and sex, women will also use you for attention. See, women will use you for sex too, but women use you for a lot of other things also. See, a lot of times us guys will just use women for sex. Women will use you for sex, money, attention, dinners, and all that other shit. You know, they'll use you for all these different things. And what happened is that boosted her ego, right? To get a guy to come all the way out there. He drove an hour. You understand? This nigga drove a motherfucking hour to come and see this woman. Right? So imagine she got a dude willing to come an hour to see her. She didn't even really give him the address. He gets there, waits in her parking lot for 15 minutes. And then he calls her 5 times and she's not picking up. You understand? It's crazy. So Daryl said, look here, I'm all for holding men accountable for their actions. And that was dumb on his part. However, that was some bitch ass shit that broad did, bro. But see, this is what I'm saying though. None of that could happen if he would have never did this. This is what I'm saying. Like, again, shout out to my dude EO. It begins and ends with the man. You understand what I'm saying? So understand, the woman can't do the bitch ass shit if the guy does not give her the space to do the bitch ass shit. Do you guys understand that? See, this is what a lot of the red pills and the MGTOWs and all these other motherfuckers don't understand. There was some, these women do this and the women do that. And they can't do it unless you allow them. It's just like if a chick is a gold digger, right? She can't get the gold unless you give her the gold. Where's she getting the gold from? You, correct? So, y'all dudes are like, oh, well, she did some fucked up shit. No, listen, I don't blame her. I blame him because without him, she couldn't have done what she did. So everything all the shit she did in this situation was his fault. Period. That was his fault. Because all he had to do would have been real simple. I don't know if he matched with this girl on a dating site or whatever the fuck it was. Let's say he matched with her on Bumble, Tinder. Yo, listen, what up? When are you free so we get a drink? She says Friday. Cool. Meet me Friday here at 8 o'clock. Friday morning comes. Hey, we still on for 8 o'clock? She says either yes or no. And if she says yes, y'all meet there. No, you don't. And you keep it pushing. That's simple. What's all this back and forth for 2 weeks, driving an hour out to go to her place, and she didn't even give you a fucking address? Then you sit in her parking spot for 15 minutes, and who knows if that was even her place? You understand? She could have just gave this nigga a random address to go to. And then this nigga just went to the random address, sitting there looking like a dick, and calling her a bunch of times. So, yo, I called you. Bruh. Yo, I'm telling you, the game is so necessary, man. Because when dudes be talking about, oh, but the women.
Ho, shut the fuck up.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, nah, bro, y'all gotta understand that. Y'all are the ones creating the situations you're in. It's that simple. Again, it's one thing if you're in a situation where, you know, something happened, right? Like, let's say, for example, you walk up to a girl at a bar or some shit and you try to holler at her. You say, hey, miss, how you doing? What's up? And then she starts yelling and cursing at you and throws a drink in your face or some shit, right? Just randomly like that, right? Understand that that's nothing. Like, you can't really say, well, damn, though, you should have known. Like, you don't know. You just said something, right? Now, if that same girl, right? If that same girl that threw that shit in your face, you try to go and talk to her again and try to see if you could make something happen, and then you get with her and then some fuck shit happened, that's your fault because you already seen from the beginning she did some fuck shit. And then you continue to try to fuck with her. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, Unique 79, you guys could call in if you want. The calling number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224. I'm not gonna be here too long, probably another 20 minutes. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys can call in and get that shit cracking. But yeah, I'm telling you, that shit is so sad when dudes don't realize that women will use you for attention. You understand? This is why you guys have to stop with this shit about, yo, you know, yeah, I'm just building rapport and trying to get to know her. No, you fuck all of that. You can get to know her when you see her in person. You understand what I'm saying? You will get to know her if you see her in person. You understand? It's real simple. But let's go to 732. 732, what's popping? Who this?
Yo, Carl, what's good? It's Rashawn.
What up, my brother? What's going on? Did you donate?
I'm chilling, man.
What's popping?
Like always, but yo.
Hold on. Did you donate? Hold on. Did you donate?
Yeah, I donated.
That's what's up. The kids need to know. They need to know. What's going on?
Yeah, all right. So I got on the your live a little late. Who screenshotted it? The guy or the girl?
I think he screenshotted that because he's the one that was showing it. That's that he screenshotted the messages between him and the girl.
Okay, I got on a little late. All right, here's my thing about that. Like it's just, I know you said you need game, but in my opinion, to me, a lot of that shit was just simple, common fucking sense. What the fuck? Why? What do you do if you know she lives an hour? It don't matter if she lives 2 minutes away. Why are you leaving your house?
Right.
You leaving your house. You didn't get any information, the address. Like you said, that probably wasn't a house. She could have lined this nigga the fuck up.
Exactly. That's facts.
And this man trying to game her with some fucking for her to feel like he want her to feel bad for him so he could get what he wants. Come on, but that's not what men do. That's not what men do.
Right.
It's just not. So it's like, you know, and I've been there before. You know, you texting a person a lot, you texting a girl a lot, you calling her a lot. So you thinking you in there, but like you said, that's really just attention that they love it.
Right.
And you don't know, she could have been doing that same shit with 30, 40 niggas.
Exactly. They could have been like a bunch of dudes she was doing that. And see, this is what happens when you're thirsty. See, the thirstiness causes you to overextend yourself. Because trust me, I've done goofy shit like this back in the day. And I'm saying this because I understand that dudes is gonna make mistakes. And this is why even with him, like, and I like to show stuff like this is because it's teaching guys, listen, don't go this route. You understand? Don't feel like you got to overextend yourself. You don't got to be talking to these girls all day. You just set a fucking time to meet and then you meet. That's it. All this other extra back and forth. And the problem with him was he was so invested, and also he didn't understand his value as a man. So he was going along with her and following her situation. Because even at the beginning, where he was talking about with the first text or whatever, he was saying, hey, you know, it's up to you. What do you want to do? Everything, you know, he was leaving it in her hands. And that's a big mistake that guys make, is that you can't leave it in the woman's hands. you have to always be leading the situation. You have to always tell the girl what you're going to do, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. Everything needs to be you doing it, period. You understand what I'm saying?
I think, and I agree completely with what you're saying, but I think it goes a little deeper than that too. This is my opinion. I could be wrong. But I know when I was like that and a couple of my past friends were like that, we lived a life where it's like, okay, if we go to most for a person, if we let that person control everything that we want, it's guaranteed going to happen. And life just don't work like that. So most likely he's like that with his friends. I mean, it's dangerous to be like that because you could just get played so easily.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like you stress the point of being selfish, and I like that you do that because it's very important. And motherfuckers may take that the wrong way. Oh, I gotta get it. If you want to be genuine and give some shit to somebody, that's fine. No one is saying you can't do that.
Right.
But you can't put your interest last every fucking time.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But yeah, man, that's all I had to say. But yeah, I stay tuned when you keep covering this shit. I listen to all these other goofy niggas got to say, but I talk to you.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, peace. But yeah, man, this shit, I'm just like, God damn, this shit crazy. But guys, make sure you get the likes up, people. Get them likes up. I see 124 likes. Let's get the likes at least 150. Let's get the likes to at least 150. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have me playing some of my raps up in here. You got to get them likes up to 150. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get to the next call real quick. You feel me? Let's get to the next call. 216. 216 was popping. Who this?
Yo.
What up? What's going on? Who's this?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Yo, what's good, man?
What up?
Yo, this Tino, man. What's going on, Mr. Locario?
Chilling, my brother. Did you donate?
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
That's what's up. So what's going on? What's going on with you?
Yo. Man, I can't even call it. Yo, this shit right here, my nigga. It was to the point where it was laughable from beginning, but the more and more I started hearing you breaking this shit down, I was like, yo, this shit is like really sad, man. Somebody come help this young brother, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't gonna even front. I used to fuck up like this.
Right.
Like, on a few occasions, you know what I'm saying? The only thing is, once she knew that he was not asserting himself and he was not dominating the whole situation, she already knew then. A light bulb went off in her head. It was like,
right.
You come all the way out here and you don't got nothing set up. You can, hey, we got smartphones, man. He could have Googled some shit. He could have found some shit to actually do. You know what I'm saying? You don't never want to let a broad be like, oh, well, whatever you want to do, I want to do. You know
right.
You got to be able to take charge for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now look, I recently had a dude who was my homie. I kind of had to like cut ties with him because he kept doing stupid simp shit.
Right.
Real quick story. It was an older broad, maybe about like 2 years older than him. He was like maybe in his late 30s, and she was like in her early 40s or whatnot.
Right.
Straight bust down bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not in a good way. You feel me? She kept doing simp shit, taking her out to eat, doing this, giving her money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a low end job. You get paid by Thursday. You broke by Saturday. Right. And I'm like, yo, like, bro, like, what is you doing? You doing all these favors and shit, and you fucking this bitch raw. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And it's like, long story short, she ended up burning him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, see, I told you. Why the fuck you keep fucking her? Because she know that you be simping because she know no other niggas is doing this shit that you doing for her.
Right.
Well, I think I'm gonna still fuck with her, but use a condom. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? I'm like, you deserve everything that happens to you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this shout out, man. You know what I'm saying? To all the real ones, man. But you know, this is case in point right here, man. Don't ever let that shit happen. If that shit happen, man, just drop the broad.
Right.
You know what I mean? And move on. You feel me? Don't embarrass yourself. At that point, she got you. You like putty in her hands, bro. You did.
Nah, that's real talk. That's real talk, man. Real talk, man. I appreciate the call, my brother. All right. So I'm gonna holler at you.
You already know.
Peace.
Peace.
But yeah, I'm telling you, man, you guys, this is why it's so important because see, a lot of times what happens is that when shit goes down in the game, and chicks do certain things, and then you start feeling frustrated because of what they did, you start to look at them and be like, oh, these fucking women and blah, and then you start to have this resentment and hate and anger towards chicks. You understand? Because you don't understand. You just start thinking they're just so fucked up. And this is why you have a lot of channels where they'll talk about, oh, the female nature and they're crazy and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And it's because the men haven't realized that they have to take the lead. They haven't realized that they're not equal to women. See, the thing is, when you start saying, oh, well, it's her fault, and she's fucked up and all that, you're making it to where you're equal to her. You're not equal to her. You understand what I'm saying? You're on a different level. You understand? And see, women know this. See, it's the men that don't know this. And when they recognize that the man doesn't know this, it's like, oh, it's game time. I could just, take advantage of this nigga because he don't know his worth. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why that's why they end up not being attracted to you, because you start to, like, a chick, and this is why I get on guys when they talk about, oh, it's all about looks, it's all about looks. A girl could think you look good, but then if you're acting like the guy in the video, because the guy in the video wasn't a bad looking guy, you understand what I'm saying, right? You would see him and be like, he's not a bad looking dude. But what happens is that the behavior indicates to the girl, oh, he's this type of guy. He's these type of dudes. So therefore, if you are those type of guys, then guess what? I'm not attracted to you because your behavior is telling me that I shouldn't be attracted to you. You understand? So it's not just about the way you look. You understand? It's about that behavior. That behavior can make or break the attraction. You see what I'm saying? And then this is what dudes don't get, is that, see, a woman, she understands the value of a man. The man doesn't understand the value of a man. That's where the problem lies. So when a woman is dealing with a guy who doesn't understand his value, she's going to take advantage of him because she feels like she should. It's just like, for example, let's say you have a person and they were selling like, I don't know, like, let's say they were selling fucking watches, like Rolexes. They had a bunch of Rolexes and they're like, yo, bro, this guy that I know, he's like the CEO of Rolex, and he just gave me like, 100 Rolex watches and shit. He just said, the only thing is I got to sell like 90 of them. I could keep 10, but I got to sell the rest of them because of whatever reason. You understand? Because he's not going to feel right with me having all the Rolexes, and I'm going to sell them. Right now, if this nigga say, yo, I'll sell you the Rolex for $5,000, right? You're going to first look at him and think, you're going to be like, wait a second. A Rolex? You going to sell me a Rolex for $5,000? Is this nigga stupid? You understand what I'm saying? Like, he could easily get 30 G's, 40 G's for this Rolex, right? And so what's going to happen is, not only are you going to say, oh, 5 G's, no, I can only do 3. You understand? You're going to be like, I'll give it to you for 3,000. And he's going to be like, all right, cool, perfect. That's a good deal. So the thing is that you're going to take advantage of the fact of this motherfucker's ignorance. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what women do. All they do is take advantage of your ignorance. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to be like, oh, so you don't know? You don't know that you should be doing this, or this should be happening, or you don't know that I shouldn't be here, taking advantage of you and having you spend all this money on me? Okay, well, fuck it. Spend all this money on me. Spend all this time talking on the phone with me. Spend all this time, going back and forth with me with my bullshit. They're going to do it because they can. You see what I mean? Because they're getting you for cheap. You see what I'm saying? They're getting you for cheap. But let's go to 478. 478, what's popping? Who this?
Yo, what's up, Locario, bro? This is Dre, dog. What's up?
What up, my brother? What's going on? Did you donate?
Yeah, I donated DeAndre 731.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What's good?
Nah, man. I just want to say, man, what you spitting right now is some real shit. And like it's I don't know if it's a coincidence, but that story that the dude was talking about, I just had a friend, actually June 2nd, last month in June, man. He passed away for some shit like that. Like he drove I'm talking about the same exact scenario, dog. Drove out there. The chick didn't even give him the address prior. He just, you know what I'm saying? Like, just went to her city. She actually stayed 2 hours away in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We live in Atlanta. So the nigga pulled up, man. It's so funny. Like, I'm shaking when you telling the story. It's the same exact way, dog.
Yeah, that's why it should be happening.
Finally gave him the address. She finally gave him the address, dog. And when he pulled up, dog, niggas literally ran up to his car, dog, and just sprayed that shit up, bro.
Damn.
Like, I think it was actually a wrong address. Yeah, you got shot and killed, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
damn.
I want niggas to really take what you saying, bro. Take that into consideration, man. When you thirsty for pussy, dog, you can get yourself in some fucked up situations, dog. Think with your motherfucking head, bro.
Oh yeah.
Your head, nigga. Like,
nah, that's some real shit.
Bro.
That's some real shit.
Man, like,
that's some real fucking shit, man.
And that's my butt. Like, me telling that, it's like down there bringing tears to my eyes, because it's like, damn, bro. But Locario, man, like, I try to put the nigga on your shit, dog, and you know, I just wish that, you know, I don't know, but obviously he didn't take it seriously, or if he did listen to your advice, he didn't, you know what I'm saying, apply that shit, man. God forbid. But hey, man, fellas, listen what this man's saying, bro.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Think logically, dog, because you can get yourself fucked up in some situations, bro, for real. So,
right.
All right,
that's some real shit.
I want to chime in and say, though, man.
That's some real shit, man. We appreciate the call, my brother. Appreciate you, man. I'm holla. Peace.
No problem, bro.
Peace,
right, bro.
Peace. Yeah, man. I'm telling y'all gotta be careful with that shit. This is why you gotta always be on some shit where, you know, you're the one that's orchestrating the situation, not about, what do you want to do? And this and this and that. And he done, like, he should have never left wherever the fuck he was until he got the correct address. You understand what I'm saying? Door number, all that other shit. You feel what I'm saying? And then actually from that, and see, this is the thing too. Not only that, the fact that there was a lot of back and forth in the first place and there wasn't really cooperation, meaning that she was already wishy-washy, that's a red flag. You understand what I'm saying? That's a red flag. The fact that she was already wishy-washy, I'm sorry tonight and this happened. Now we're good. But again, he invested too much time and energy in that shit. You understand? James said, will you address Drake whining and dining a 40-year-old single mom? That shit is hilarious, though. That shit is hilarious. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Drake. But and shout out to my dude Satan the Sinner. He actually did a video earlier about this. I saw a little bit of it. I didn't get to watch the entire thing, but shout out to him. And he was saying, basically a lot of stuff that I agree with. He was like, this dude, Drake is on some super simping shit, right? He's whining and dining this chick, making this chick the prize and this chick the thing, when he's supposed to be the thing. He's supposed to be the main attraction. But this is another thing that I thought about too, as I was thinking about it. It could also be this could be also another side of the story I was thinking about. Because doesn't Drake have an album coming out soon at some point? I don't know if it came out already or he has an album that's supposed to be coming out soon, right? Now, think about Drake's fan base. Think about Drake's fan base, right? Drake has a huge fan base, but there's a lot of women who fuck with Drake. Now, you said it's coming out this year. Okay. So now think about this. If I'm Drake and I want to get a lot of women to fuck with me, and because he already got chicks that fuck with him and like him and all this other stuff, but I'm really trying to sell this fucking album. And isn't it called like Certified Lover Boy or some shit like that or whatever? this could be a marketing thing for him to be with, because they said the chick is like an older chick and she got a bunch of kids and all this other stuff. What better way to get into the hearts and minds of these women than to simp? You see what I'm saying? So it would kind of make sense for him to simp and to be dealing with a woman who's older, got kids. You understand what I'm saying? So that they can feel, oh wow, this is great. I can get a guy like Dre. Like he's basically doing the Derrick Jackson. You understand what I'm saying? He's acting out the Derrick Jackson philosophies. You understand what I'm saying? This could be another side of the situation. You know what I mean? Because think about it again. He's trying to sell records. Remember when you had R&B singers and all this other shit, you know, doing their albums and stuff. It was, oh, baby, baby, please. I love you. I need you. You're the best, blah, blah, blah. All that R&B shit is simping. Who buys this? The women buy this. The women love to hear that. So they would love to see Drake dealing with a woman who they could relate to. Right? They still gonna, I'm sure I didn't even see how she looked, but I heard she's like, you know, a model, probably got a nice body or whatever. But what happened is that, yeah, they're gonna make him get with a chick who looks good a certain way, but at the same time, her situation is of a woman who's older, has kids, you know, been through some shit or whatever like that. And so that could relate to more women. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, that could be you know, that could be the game that they're trying to play. I'm just saying, because you got to understand something. When any of these celebrities do shit, right, and they make it like a thing and it's a story and they're you know, promoting it and all that other stuff, it's not by accident. A lot of this shit is orchestrated. You understand what I'm saying? It's carefully crafted. Because remember, they're in the business of making money and making the most money they can. So they're like, okay, how could we market this situation or these situations to create the narrative or to create the image, right, that we're trying to sell? You understand what I'm saying? Because remember, people are going to buy based off of the emotion, based off of how they feel. Because Drake already has a huge fan base, right? But even if you have a huge fan base, even if you're a big artist, you still want to sell a lot. You want to sell the most you can. You understand? This is why you have, you know, you ever think about, I mean, like, because I used to say to myself, why the hell do they even have McDonald's commercials for? You understand? Does McDonald's need to advertise? Yes, they want to make more money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a thing. You got to understand that could be just them basically putting some shit together, orchestrating some shit so that it could be promotion and marketing for his album. And they're doing it in a way to make it seem organic and seem natural so that the women who watch him could be like, oh, snap, I could, I'm a single mom, or I have kids and I still look pretty good. I could get a Drake type of guy. I can get that high value guy. You know what I'm saying? I can get that high value guy. You understand? So that could also be part of the situation. You understand? But shout out to Satan the Sinner. Make sure you guys watch the video because he's breaking it down too. I didn't see the whole thing, so I don't even know if he touched on this part. But if he did, shout out to him. But definitely check him out. You understand what I'm saying? But I was thinking about that too. Like I was like, wait a second, are they just fucking around trying to create the narrative so that these fucking ladies can feel a certain type of way, so that it'll propel them to like Drake more and therefore buy more of his shit? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Because again, the whole Derrick Jackson thing, the draw to the Derrick Jackson thing was the fact that Derek Jackson looked the way he looked and presented the way he presented, like I'm this really good looking dude who's just about being this perfect man for these women. So they're looking at Derek Jackson like, oh, I like him because I like what he's saying, and I feel like I can get a Derek Jackson. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's the same thing for Drake. It's like, oh, well, maybe I can get a Drake. I can get a guy that's that, at that level, because this other lady, she has a bunch of kids. You understand? And so that makes them feel good, and then therefore will want to purchase the album. Exactly. Daquan, you said that the album is called Certified Lover Boy. So marketing strategy. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It could be that. That's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean? So you gotta look at that other shit. Oh man. But yeah, that's what it is, man. But listen, guys, I'm about to head out and end this real quick because I got something to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been fucking around. My stomach been going crazy today. I've been having a stomach ache. You know when you want to eat, but your stomach's fucked up and you got that gassy, weird feeling, and it's terrible, man. It's terrible. It's what happens when you start getting old and shit. You feel me? But but yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, if you guys find any more videos, articles, with dudes fucking up in the game so we can analyze this shit, or just something crazy that you see a chick might do or something or whatever, send it to me. Hit me up on Instagram at real mr.locario. You understand? DM me. You feel what I'm saying? Send me a DM, or you can email me at askmrlocario@gmail.com. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm out of here. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm out.